Article 1232. Payment means not only the delivery of money, but also the performance, in any other manner, of an obligation. Payment means the delivery of money or thing, the doing of a thing, or the decision for doing something. Performance means that the parties to the contract have done that which they agreed to do. The possibility of non-performance should be anticipated when drawing up contracts, terms, and conditions. So basically, dapat may dyan kita nga pre-existing obligations. Kay kung ra kita ti obligation, ra man kita ti baraydan. If there is no payment to speak of in the first place. This article manifested that the different ways of payment of an obligation is through delivery of money or performance of obligation in any manner. Payment may consist of not only in a delivery of money but also giving of a thing, the doing of an act, or not doing of an act. The first example is if D is obligated to give E a specific car, payment is made by the delivering of car.
Article 1233. A debt shall not be understood to have been paid unless the thing or service in which the obligation consists has been completely delivered or rendered, as the case may be. A debt may be referred to an obligation to delivered money, to deliver a thing other than money, to do an act or not to do an act. It must be on the currency agreed on, and in the time and place stipulated. The thing delivered or service rendered must be exactly that which was the object of negotiation. This article sets out the requirements for payment in order to extinguish obligation. It must be complete. Example, Morse promise to pay 135 pesos to Maggie for a taku-taku snack. Morse is only giving 35 to Maggie. Maggie can refuse to accept the 35 because the fulfillment is not complete.
Article 1234. If the obligation has been substantially performed in a good faith, the obligor may recover as though there had been a strict and complete fulfillment, less damages suffered by the obligee. For example, Mary Jo obliged herself to deliver 150 boxes of peanut brittles to Jeline for a certain price. However, despite diligent efforts on his part, Mary Jo can only deliver 100 boxes because of shortage. Mary Jo wants to comply with her obligation to deliver the entire 150 boxes of peanut brittles, but she couldn't do so for reason beyond her control.
Article 1235. When the obligee accepts the performance knowing its incompleteness or irregularity, and without expressing any protests or obligation, the obligation is deemed fully completed with. Requisites for the application of Article 1235. 1. The obligee knows that the performance is incomplete or irregular. Number 2. He accepts the performance without expressing any protests or obligation. Example, Arch agreed to paint the wall of Jared. According to their stipulation, Arch would use a particular brand of paint. If Jared accepts the performance of Arch, knowing that the paint used was another brand and without expressing any objections, deemed fully complied with.
Article 1236. The creditor is not bound to accept payment or performance by a third person who has no interest in the fulfillment of this obligation, unless there is a stipulation to the contrary. Whoever pays for another may demand from the debtor what he has paid, except that he